Yo, what is going on, guys? Your boy Sawk here, and today I'm bringing you guys a UTL Season 4 recap for Milwaukee Bewears. As you can see right now, we're on our sheet with our Pokemon. If you didn't notice, a while back, I posted 2 videos of our first 2 battles in the league, and I kind of fell off after that. I did finish the league, but I just kind of didn't feel motivated to make the videos. I was focusing on other things, such as the NBA. Well, I'll quickly go over my team in case you guys didn't know. It was Jirachi, Zapdos, Mamoswine. Originally right here I had Bisharp, but I dropped it for a Bombi. Or Bombay, I should say. Ron Burgundy, aka the Delmise. Quillfish, which I originally had as Bronzong. Jellicent, which I originally had as Slowking. Chimpact, the Infernape. Mega Audino. Bewear, mascot pick. Anyone? Mascot pick? Anyone? And a Palindrome, the Giraffe Rig, which was our meme pick. We did finish the season out with 3-8 with a negative 13 differential. We do have a game that did not count because we had a little rule fault there, but I'll kind of go over some of our replays. I'll go over one that we won and one that we lost. So I'll show you guys the Minnesota Mini-Earth one that we won, and then I will show you guys the New York Shelmets one that we lost. 2 replays, and I'll be right back with you guys with the replays. Alright guys, we're back with the replay versus the New York Shelmets. This, like I said, this is one of the 2 replays I'll show you guys, so this is kind of how our season went. So, lead Infernape, he leads with Gyarados. I'm going to close combat, he's going to Toxic because I thought he had the Mega first turn, so that's kind of how my season's gone for getting things around. He's going to pursue my Jirachi as I just kind of stay in and hard stamp, getting some nice damage off, blah blah blah. Kofag, hard stamp, no mummy, so he knows I'm defense suit vest thing. When a U-turn gets momentum, as I know he's going to switch. He's going to Zapdos. He's going to go right into P2, going to trade my static, Thunderbolt, crit, blah, U-turn, blah. Go into this, he's going to Brave Bird, crit my Quillfish, which is great because I lived. He would have died to recoil, and I would have had a Quillfish around still. Quillfish being around would be nice, just kind of another check. We're going to kind of skip around. Actually, there's the Thunderbolt that killed after outspeeding Mega Gyarados. I thought that was pretty cool. And then he's going to go into Terrakion. He's going to miss a Stone Edge. Then I want to U-turn, go right into my dedicated answer for this. He's going to go right into Porygon 2. I go for the Will-O-Wisp, because this is my dedicated counter. He's going to Shadow Ball my Jirachi. I'm going to try to inch this thing down. I didn't even get one. I think I got 2 Iron Head flinches all year with Jirachi, and I brought Iron Head up at least 4 games. He's going to go into Victini here. He breaks this stuff. All this fun jazz. This is where it becomes fun, I believe. Yes, I believe this is the turn. Yes. Okay, so my favorite time. Continental Crushes. Does that. And I miss a Will-O-Wisp. If I had that Will-O-Wisp, it was game. Because Kofagrigus does not take on my Jellicent. Because it has Shadow Ball as well. So if I hit that Will-O-Wisp, his Stone Edge doesn't kill from this range. Even if it's a max roll. However, since he crushed me on Continentally, and I missed my Will-O-Wisp, that's game. So I have to go to Jam-Veds right here, sack it off. I'm going to Iron Head here to attempt to get some damage off, hoping I can maybe flinch it down. I have to go for Iron Head here in order to, because that's my way to win. He Earthquakes. It's funny because my Jam-Veds ride still has more flinches than Jirachi probably. As Terrakion, which was sniped from me, picks up win. He actually is in the kill leader for Season 4 of the UTL with the New York Shelmets, who are currently the #1 seed. Now this is our win. So, Zapdos, Mamoswine, Bewear, Jirachi, Delmise, and Quillfish. Quillfish put in a lot of work after I picked it up. Quillfish comes on in, knocks off my Black Sludge, which I don't really care too much about. Would be nice. I'm gonna Ice Beam, trying to get some nice damage off of whatever comes on in. I'm gonna go right out into my Delmise. He's gonna Bug Buzz. That doesn't do shenanigans. I'm gonna Aerial Ace. I knew he was gonna switch out, but I just hit it again just to make sure. He's gonna Shift Gear right up, as I'm gonna Rapid Spin these away. Now this kind of looked like a misplay for a little bit, but I was sacking up the Delmise so I could get a clean switch into something else. That thing, Mamoswine. This Mamoswine eats. And goodbye, Magearna. He's going to right into Hitmonlee. I'm going to go right into Quillfish. Just a nice answer. He's going to knock off, so that does absolutely nothing. I'm going to Ice Beam on the Diggersby though. Earthquake hidden below. I let my enemy know as far as the energy goes, it's a critical hit. Here comes Beware. As that does literally nothing. I'm going to Hammer Arm and get a kill. So Beware, the mascot, putting in the work like always. He's going to go and go Vantula. I'm going to go right into my Jirachi. He's going to get up his webs again. He's going to Thunder. That does not a lot. I'm going to get a kill with Jirachi. He's going to go to Hitmonlee. He's going to HJK and just do that. I don't mind. I'm going right into Zapdos, a nice counter to it. He's going to right into Alolan Mud because I'm going to Thunder Wave that thing. I'm going to Tailwind here as he's going to knock off my leftovers. I'm going to U-turn on this thing. I'm going to go right into Beware. As he's paralyzed, he can't move. I'm going to sub here, trying to get my sub bulk up set to work. He's going to Gunk Shot, break my sub. If he missed there, I think I kind of won. I'm going to bulk up here. As he's paralyzed, he can't move. I'm going to get leftovers back. My Tailwind goes away. I'm going to sub. He's going to Gunk Shot, break my sub. I get more leftovers. I'm going to bulk up again. He's paralyzed. He can't move. You guys are starting to notice the trend here. I'm going to sub. He's going to Gunk Shot. As finally, I believe I sub again here. Yep, I do sub again. So, HJK. Hammer Arm just completely decimates that thing. I'm at 19%. Here comes that. It Head Smash missed, and I missed my Hammer Arm, so a null turn there. It's got a little bit of leftovers back. He's going to Head Smash. It does 9% to a +2 defense Beware. That thing just did absolutely nothing. Beware the God just going to win the game right here. As Earthquake comes on out. There it is. So, Milwaukee Bewears overall this season. Overall finished 3-8, -13 differential. Kill leaders on the team, surprisingly enough, were Infernape and Beware. Beware only came to 6 games, 8 kills and 5 deaths. However, Beware was ran defensively a little bit. On some of my teams, it was like a bulky Beware. Sorry guys, it's like 7 in the morning for me. I'm not used to this. But yeah, Beware and Infernape were my kill leaders. I'm definitely looking at some of these mons to draft again. However, a lot of these mons probably won't return. There may be 1 Pokemon, maybe 2 that return from this team. I'm looking at one in particular that may return. I'm looking at another one that has a possibility but probably won't return. But yeah, just kind of a season. I'm going to go to the standings here and kind of do a quick recap. In the Ruby Division, the Surrey Sceptile is one of the new teams. Went 7-5, had a really good season. The Deportivo La Corina beat us this year, and they did really well. The Gloria Giratinas beat us as well, and we beat the Minnesota Miniors. So, Ruby Conference is a very, very good conference. However, the Gloria Giratinas and the Lisbon Latios originally both had to step down, and the Minnesota Miniors, aka AA Round 2420 from the GBA analysts, he was so kind enough to accept my invite and join this league for this season, and he helped finish it out. And then a former coach called Platt helped finish the Gloria Giratina season. Looking at the Sapphire Conference, AKRs, the New York Shelmets and Terrakion just kind of decimated everyone. 10-2. Terrakion is an absolute monster of a kill. I think it has 25 kills right now. It's insane. It's funny when people snipe things that I want and they put it to good work. And it's just like, huh. Now you guys know why I wanted that mon, huh? Because it really worked. Minnesota Wild Charge, 8-4, clinched the playoff spot. Obi's a great player. He narrowly beat us both times. Manhattan Metagross, we beat in our last game of the season, but it was null and void because he still had one more win than us. So we ended up getting our first spot on where we wanted to go. Next up, we do have the Tampa Bay Mantines, clinching their division. Just going to make sure this is all in the picture for you guys, yeah. Notre Dame Fighting Chestnuts were right next to it. They were just one game out. The Tampa Bay Mantines made a surge, coming back, winning 4 straight to come back and win the division. The Alabama Crimson Surf had a tough year at 4-8, -12. A lot of hacks not going his way. And Casey and the San Antonio Ninjas kind of... we had the same record because the game we played against them was kind of null and void. The Oakland Rum Raiders took the top spot in the Pearl Division in the Central Conference. Very, very good for them. He's the commissioner of this league, and he does well in it, so you know it's not rigged, lol. The Tacoma Totera is another team that's new. It's still doing extremely well. The Vancouver Psyducks, 7-5. The Pearl Division has 3 of the 4 playoff contenders. And the Cornwall Sutherland Sharpedos at 4-8. Hooch, really good team. If he was put in another conference, he probably would have been a contender. But I can't say because that would have been other teams, other roles, other such like that. It's hard to theory him on with such large differentials on that. So in the Hoenn Conference, it is going to be the Shelmets versus the Lock Arena, and the Septiles versus the Wild Charge, the Surrey Septiles and Minnesota Wild Charge. If I'm going up personally, what I want the Lock Arena to win, and I want the Wild Charge to win. However, if I'm being honest, I think Derp, aka the Shelmets, will win the first game, and Obi will win the second game, aka the Wild Charge. Looking at the other conference, I'm thinking the Mantines are going to pull out something out of their butts, going to get some stupid high crit roll or something like that, and going to win this game. Then I think the Rem Raiders are going to win this game. The Rem Raiders and Psyduck split their season series, and I think that the Torteras beat the Mantines in their series. I'm pretty sure that the Wild Charge beat the Surrey Septiles. I'm pretty sure the Lock Arena beat the Shelmets, which was one of Derp's 2 losses. So, interesting games here. So, kind of going against all known knowledge and stuff. However, I do think the Rem Raiders and the Mantines, the Wild Charge, and the Shelmets will pull through. Looking at this game, I think West, aka the Mantines, will pull something out of his butt again and manage to go to the finals, beating the Rem Raiders. And I think between the Wild Charge and the Shelmets, I think the Shelmets win this one. However, I think West shows Rose rates better than Terrakion and wins the championship. So, just kind of going over kind of a season recap. The Milwaukee Bewears, it was a rough season to say. It's a learning season to say. 3-8 with 3-9 now. 3-9 with -13 differentials. Not something you want to look at. However, I was close in every game. I was 2-0, 1-0 away, 3-0 away. I was never more than 3-0'd. It's a rough season, but it's a good starting point for the UTL for me. So I can learn from this. I can draft a team that I'm going to like more, because a couple of these mods I'm not a fan of. I learned I was not a fan of Delmise. Mega Audino was fun in theory, but it didn't work out well. Bisharp, Slowking, and Bronzong. All mods I really wanted to try out. Sorry guys, I'm really tired. But just didn't really work out. I ended up exchanging them. So for next season, I do have locked in the... Here we are. The draft order for next season is already being determined as we can kind of scroll up here. So this is the teams that got to select where they wanted to go. I got the first picks inside the worst record in the league, and in the head-to-head, I lost that matchup technically. So I picked number 16, the wheel pick, right away. I did not want number 1 slot because I don't think the picks I have in mind are a number 1 pick, but I do think they are deserving of round 1, and I'm really praying it gets back to me. If I get sniped, I probably will punch someone in the nose. But yeah, I picked first the wheel pick. I know Matt and the Manhattan Metagross picked the first pick so he can get Magirna. The Lisbon Latios, aka Brain, who had the Minnesota Miniors and the Magirna team. Really, really scary team, and he's going to pick second this year. The Alabama Crimson Surf are going to pick third after a disappointing season. The Sharpedos, the Guillotinas, the Chestnuts all get to pick. Then the Heatmore, aka the new team who is replacing the Gloria Guillotinas, aka Destra, is going to be the last pick, so he's going to kind of get filled in wherever. But yeah, that's kind of a UTL season recap. Going over the awards, the Milwaukee Bewears are only set for one award, and that is the seventh Mon of the year, like the 12th Player of the Year or the 6th Player of the Year in the NBA. The only Mon that's up for that from the Bewears is actually my own mascot, Bewear, sitting at 6 games, which qualifies it at 8-5. It has a sweep under its belt and also has a couple games where it helped wall some things. So I'm hoping Bewear can win that and we have something productive out of the season. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the season. I hope to see you all next time with my new draft, and I hope it works out the way I want to. There's a couple Mons that really will pull the team together. But whatever. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's been UTL Season 4, guys, and I think I'm out for today. Deuces.